Alright, we're back on pixelblade. Last episode I went over the, what was it? I believe the quests update? No, I went over the armor passives. Yeah, that was it. So we went to armor, and all the legendaries have passives. If you guys want to see the best passive in the game, then go ahead and check my last video. The link will probably be in, actually no, it won't be in the description. Just go ahead and click on my channel. But yeah, today we're doing kind of another tier list, but it's all around. We're doing all of the somewhat good weapons. So like, for example, Ice Spear, Royalist, and I think those are the only epics and stuff like that. And then we're doing every legendary, every vaulted in one whole tier list. So it's not just going to be for any world. This tier list will be for all around. I'm not basing this off like worlds and stuff for like World 3 or raids. I'm just going to purely go ahead and like, oh, hello. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm just going to base it all around like, what's it called? Just like, overall damage, like passives, like abilities, stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and open a samurai chest, because why not? Let's see if we can get something beautiful. Hopefully we can. Maybe legendary. And okay, which I still don't have the legendary, which is kind of upsetting. I don't actually know what it's called, but I know it's meant to be. I think it's pretty good. I don't know. But yeah, today we'll be doing a quick, like, well, not really quick, but a good tier list on what weapons you guys should use. By the way, I'm not going to include the voltage because, as everyone knows, these are the two best weapons in the game. So if you guys have these, use them over any weapon anyways. So yeah, they are just broken. I didn't get this level 4. I'm actually an idiot. So if you guys don't have Void Reaver or Black Star level 4, I wouldn't really say they are that good for you. Just because level 4 gives them a second ability, which is absolutely broken. Good thing I have it on my Black Star, because this is actually an insane weapon. It is a lot of damage, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, before we get on with the tier list, I want to thank you guys so much for helping me out lately. You guys don't notice it, but when using my code in pixelblade, it has helped me out so much with like just doing loads of stuff. It's amazing. I've been getting so much like income from it. It's actually crazy. Just thank you guys so much. Speaking of code, make sure you guys use code DEMA. It's been helping so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Go to any bundle or any buyable thing in pixelblade, enter creator code DEMER. You can do it in any capitalization, so like that, for example, any capitalization and a sugar green, and then go ahead and purchase it. And then you'll be able to get like, well, you get titles and I get revenue, so it just helps us all around. And it's free to use a code too when buying stuff. Now then, let's get on with the video, but first don't forget to subscribe and like, because we're almost at 4K subs and it's actually crazy. Now, by the way, I'm not going to be ranking this off of like numbers in ranks. These are all just going to be in one whole tier list, but I'll probably do it kind of up their damage meter, but I don't really know yet. So then, at the bottom of this list, I'm probably going to be putting the dragon. Actually, no, Dragon's Heart's not really. It's pretty good. I'd probably say the Golden Hand. Now, why the Golden Hand exactly? It's quite a new weapon. Shouldn't it be pretty broken? Well, no. It kind of sucks. What it does is it basically just spawns like troops for you. For example, which I don't have this level 2, but a weapon that's kind of like it is the Dead Stick. If I go ahead and use this, which the cooldown is very low, if you use it, you can spawn in something, which, oh my god, I did not know you could spawn paladins. That is broken. But yeah, basically this is kind of what it does, but it summons 3, I believe. And I think you can summon more than 1. Oh my god, wait. Is Dead Stick on the tier list? Guys? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like the Dead Stick, but a little bit better. It just spawns in more enemies, which do more damage. So yeah, it's kind of a support weapon. It's not very good for damage dealing. I wouldn't really recommend using it, to be fair. Next up is probably Necromancer Blade, which I actually think... Wait, no, I don't know what it is. I don't think I've used this, actually. I just have it level 2. I've never used this weapon. Well, it does decent damage, which is a heavy weapon. And if we use the ability, which is read out, how do I use it? Oh, there we go. Okay. E. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so it's another summoner weapon. Which, do they attack? Okay, they attack very slow. I don't know what to think about. I think I don't like summoner weapons, and they're not really that good. They're only good for like running away and support. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give this like a really low level. Which, hang on a minute. How many of these can you summon at once? I don't know how well these summon weapons are, but I don't really like them in my opinion. So it's not that good. Also, I'm not going to include Ghost Katana in this list, but someone let me know in the comments if it's any good, because I have no idea what it does. It could be broken, because that ability looks quite cool, but yeah, let me know in the comments if this weapon's any good, because, I mean, I have no idea. Next up is probably going to be Dragon's Heart. It used to be really good, but I believe the ability got nerfed. At least the Dragon's Breath giving you 2 close teammates increased speed and flame damage. Plus 1 ring around. Yeah, okay, so I believe they made it so it doesn't stay in one spot now. It follows you. I don't really know how it works, but it is a really good weapon. The burn damage does a lot of damage. It has high output damage. And you can stack this on top of the ability as well, which if I go ahead and use it, I don't really know how good it is, which... it's not that good. But the thing is, you can stack it with this, and... Okay, wait, okay, never mind. That is... Oh my gosh. Okay, this weapon's actually pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm still gonna leave it at the same spot in the list. Just because, like, well, the ability, it doesn't do too much damage itself. But when you stack it with M1s, it actually does quite a lot of damage, to be fair. So, yeah, I'd recommend using this weapon if you guys have it. Obviously, if you don't have any of the other weapons, then I wouldn't recommend using it. But, yeah, it's not too bad, but I wouldn't use it if you have any other good weapons. Now, the next weapon, which these two are going to be showcased at the same time, is the Royalist and Ice Spear. Now, the Royalist, these two are only epics, by the way, so you might be wondering, well, why is it good? Well, the Royalist, it makes you invincible. It's broken. So basically, it does decent, it does very good in 1 damage, to be fair. And it has a very broken ability, which I'll show you guys in a second. Basically, you go into another dimension, and you cannot be hit for 4 seconds. You do extra, no, you don't do extra damage, but the thing is, you get extra speed as well. So, if you have Royalist, you literally can't die, like, at all. Unless you are an idiot and go in without the ability on, then you can't die. You get a speed boost, you don't get a damage boost, which is upsetting. But, I mean, that would make this weapon way too broken. So, yeah, Royalist is a pretty good weapon. And also going on to the Ice Spear, I think it was called. Let's have a look. Yeah, Ice Spear. This is very good for solo runs. Now, you might be wondering, why is it good for solo runs? Which, also, I just realised you can hold right-click and do a little jab attack, which is very nice. That's actually kind of cool. And then the M1s are pretty nice, too. You can do some pretty solid damage. Which, hang on a minute. Oh, wait, if you hit them with the spear, they go vulnerable. So if you right-click, then left-click, you can do a bunch of damage, because they are vulnerable. That is kind of broken, I'm not going to lie. Okay, which also, right-clicking takes up some of your stamina, so, yeah. And also, I just realised it lunges you forward, so you get a bit of distance on it, which is kind of cool. And then you have the ability, which was, when this update came out, my favourite looking ability in the whole game. Just look at it, dude. That actually looks really cool. It does some pretty good damage. It's very good for AoE as well. It's very good for solo runs. As you can see, it does a lot of high damage. And it's just broken, because it has a right click, which makes it vulnerable. And the ability clears out amazing crowds. So yeah. Okay, next up on this list, I'm probably going to be putting Titan. Now, Titan I'd have to go into a game for, but I'm just going to explain these weapons. Basically, what it does is, its ability is to, basically, right, you get hit when the ability's on, and whatever hits you, like, for an example, an enemy does about, say a boss did 1,000 damage to you while the ability's on, your next swing would do 1,000 damage. Basically, you just eat up all the damage that is being, like, hit to you. So, whenever this is out, right here, this little hand symbol, whenever this runs out, whatever you've been hit by enemies, you release out on your next attack. So you'll probably do a bunch of damage on your next attack, especially when you're on Nightmare mode and Tundra, which this could actually be a very clutch weapon, because, I mean, enemies have a lot of health and they do a lot of damage, so you can just negate that by releasing the damage back at them. And then at number 3, I'll probably go ahead and put Stellar, because I believe it got nerfed lately and it's not that good anymore. It's broken, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as it used to be. Very fast M1s, don't get me wrong, very high DPS weapon. It stuns enemies in its ability, it hits 4 enemies, and it does a lot of damage as well. If we go ahead and use it, it does about 1,000 damage total, on level 3 by the way, with its whole ability. So it's pretty good, it stuns, and you can M1 after the ability as well, so you get a bit of like N lag on it, so you can damage as well. Well, no N lag on it, so you can do damage, which is pretty nice. So if I go ahead and show you, so the ability's still on, and then you can M1 it a little bit after. So yeah, that's why Stella's pretty good. It's a very fun weapon to use. When this came out, I was glazing it a lot. I made a video solely on this weapon because it's absolutely broken. But yeah, I'm still glad this weapon makes top 3 because it's such an old weapon as well, and it's just broken. Now, number 2 might surprise you guys. Keep in mind I'm not concluding vaulted weapons because they are easily the number 1 and 2 weapons in the game. We have Solar. Now, I think it's the oldest legendary. No, Infested Blade. Infested and Solar are the oldest. Also, by the way, Infested Blade is not on the list. If any of you were wondering, it's not good, like at all. It sucks. But yeah, Solar, right? It's broken. It does burn damage, and the only reason it's not number 1 is because it got nerfed. Basically, right? If you use the ability, it does a high amount of DPS. But if you're behind something, it doesn't hit them, which that's not a very good example because, I mean, the ability's gone. But basically, it does a lot of high on 1 damage and it's very high burn at level 4. If you're wondering why I do burn damage on 1, it's at level 4. If I use the ability and then hide behind something, it no longer targets them, which is quite annoying. It used to never do that when the weapon first released. And you could just stand behind things and kill bosses, which is what made it really broken. If I start one more time, I'm gonna scream, bro. But yeah, the weapon that the weapon that takes number 1 on this list is gonna be Imperialist. I've said it every single tier list video. It's broken. Level 4, you get Frost on it, so it's already insane. Take a look at the M1 damage, including the Frost. It does insane damage. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it insane. I'm kind of glazing it right here, but it is some pretty high M1 damage. If I go ahead and use the ability, it chains onto 9 enemies, stuns them, gives you a speed boost so you can run around. It's the most versatile weapon in the whole game. It compares against vaulted weapons as well in like speedruns. I believe it is the best weapon in the game for speedruns, so why wouldn't you use it? If you don't have any vaulted weapons, then use it. If you like speedrunning, use it. This is such a broken weapon. You get an insane speed boost as well. I believe it's 2 or 3 times speed. I don't really know. But it's absolutely broken. Frost damage on level 4. You get a speed boost. It changes onto 9 enemies. It does a bunch of damage. It does stun. It's just insane. So yeah, that's going to be the tier list for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to get as many good weapons in as I could. Let me know if I missed out on any broken weapons, because I don't think I really did. I'm not too sure. But yeah, don't forget to use code DEMON when buying anything with Robux. Go to the shop, type in DEMER, any capitalization, then go ahead and purchase. I get a revenue, you guys get titles. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 4K subs. And yeah, I'll be it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Gone for 90 days, back in time, don't waste away.